Hello, everybody. This is James from the Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James. Like I said, I'm James. And that guy over there, he's Dolph.
I am Dolph.
So, yeah, hi.
James!
What?
Wait a minute. I got something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, is it important? Because I'm kind of doing something.
It's very important.
Oh, well, what is this very important thing you must tell me about?
Oh, the Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James is now brought to you by jkdistro.com.
jkdistro.com?
jkdistro.com.
What is jkdistro.com?
I'm glad you asked. jkdistro.com is your number one source for any of your marijuana-esque related products.
Marijuana-esque related products?
They have what's called THCA.
Well, why don't you tell me what that is?
THCA is essentially THC that is legal in most states, but does the same thing.
Oh, wow.
It's not your Delta 8.
It's not?
It's not your Delta 9.
Son of a bitch.
It's not your Delta 10.
Okay.
It's THCA.
Which is not those other things.
It's not.
Woohoo!
It's wonderful. And you can go to jkdistro.com and select a variety of different products.
They have varieties, not just one thing?
Right!
Oh, wow. Variety is excellent.
They've got your flowers.
Oh,
They got moon rocks.
moon rocks.
They got dust.
I know what none of these things are, but they sound amazing.
They have edibles and gummies.
I know what those are. I'm a fat man.
They even have bones for your pets.
Give a dog a bone.
And watch them go to sleep.
Ooh.
So head on over to jkdistro.com, and for now you can use the promo code Rigamarole Podcast. Wrong, Rigamarole 20.
Rigamarole 20?
Rigamarole 20.
Okay.
Rigamarole where the wild things flow. Rigamarole, the voice of the fight. Dolph and James are shining the light.
Ah.
Ah,
Ah.
ah, ah. Welcome to Rigamarole Podcast with Dolph and James.
That's right. The Rigamarole podcast.
Yeah, it's
From a new location.
Yeah, if you've watched last episode, we were clearly not where we normally are, and obviously this time we're not where we normally are.
Where we normally were.
We normally
Let's say that.
were, that's right.
And this isn't necessarily where we normally will be.
No. We've got something in the works, but in the meantime, either this will be the setup for a while, or something a little similar to last time might be the setup.
But not the same.
But not the same. That's right.
But maybe.
We are not brought to you by NOS.
Or these nuts, which are over there in the bag.
Did you bring them?
Yeah, they're in the bag.
I don't think we should show them on camera anymore.
Why?
Because they won't sponsor us.
Oh, that's true.
We were trying.
Not like the people who did sponsor us.
Yeah, like jkdistro.com.
And jkdistro.com.
And NordVPN.
And NordVPN.
And Shopify.
Shopify.
That's right.
I get Shopify.
That's yeah. So, what have you been up to, Mr. James? You got any juicy stories?
Juicy.
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 I think James is over there dying. Are you okay, buddy?
He made me laugh while I was drinking.
That's not good. All right. So I've got some news.
Bad things happen.
I got some news, James.
Oh.
I was driving my tiny little van the other day.
You don't have a van.
It's so little you didn't know. It's a minivan. So I was driving my tiny little van down the road.
You saw a dragon.
And no, I saw an exit that I had never seen. It said, it said ancient Egypt, 2 miles. So I
Son of a bitch.
I went, and there was dragons. I seen them.
I was right. See?
I saw all of
told
them.
you.
It was great.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking, buddy.
Yeah. No, we almost didn't do this podcast.
Yeah, no.
Somebody was like, we can't do it. I can't get it set up right. This is too hard. I don't want to move. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that.
He is not wrong
Will
at
you
all.
do this for me? What about you? Will you do that for me? What about you, Mr. Other Person? Will you do that?
The only thing that's an
well, I guess we just won't do a podcast today.
Yeah, the only thing that's an exaggeration about that is just the pitch of the voice. That's about it. But everything else, like word for word, yeah, that happened. Totally happened. I'm not gonna lie, like I give up easily and quickly when it comes to things that are not going my way, and I tend to just freeze and go, you know what, I'm done. I'm fucking done. But
Yes, you do.
yes, but we got through.
We did.
Yeah.
Look, see, there's even a table now.
People-
you got
people-
somewhere to put your hands and.
People helped me. James moved this table for me.
What's gonna work? That's right.
James work.
That's right. I was gonna say it's not really teamwork necessarily.
I mean, I provide a solid 5%, 10%, I think.
I'd say you do more than that.
Yeah.
Just not this time.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we've talked about a man named JJ before on the podcast. Just because it's fantastic, you should go over what you were telling me earlier. About
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do. It's funny.
Why?
It's great.
Why?
It's funny. He's not going to.
I guess the short version of that, or the shorter version of that, was, well, I'll go ahead and say this. The last time that we did this podcast, he was present. He wasn't on the podcast necessarily, but he was present for the podcast.
JJ.
And after the podcast, he started into like this, political discussion, and you know how that works out.
It's never
with
fun. It's never
Yeah,
fun.
but the problem is that he started a political discussion where he was the only one that felt the way that he felt, with a bunch of people that didn't feel that way.
Right.
And the thing is, that's fine. You can have a conversation, but that's probably not the best opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
It's not. You pick and choose your battle. Anyway, I said short version. That wasn't short. The point is, he did that, and for some reason, I had a dream the other day where we were right there having that exact conversation, but then at the end of it, he threatened me, and then we ended up in like some big fight, and then I beat him up, and then I went to help him up afterwards, and then he tried to come at me with a knife, and I had to smash him in the face with Dragon Balls repeatedly and a bunch of other stuff, and then he died, and I had to call the cops and be like, this dumb motherfucker tried to attack me, and,
Right.
and so forth and so on.
So that's not the funny part. The funny part is that apparently he's like, yeah, who would like me, James? I'll get my demon out. I'm not responsible for my demon.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, fuck your demon.
Yeah.
And that was like, I'll tell you exactly what I think about your demon. Blah, 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 blah. And you think your demon's bad? Well, I'm Satan, motherfucker, and I will, and it's like, I will bow down. And it was, I went off.
And don't misunderstand. We love this guy. We do. Right? We do. But he means well.
Hey, wait a minute. Go back to me.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay,
I know,
enough.
but I'd want you to do it again.
But no, he's a good dude. He's just he's a little different. He's just a little different. But it's fun. It's a good time. It's all for fun.
Just a day of big special.
I was gonna say that.
I love that song.
What?
The special. The Stephen Lynch.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I thought you were talking about you think you're special.
No,
You do.
I couldn't say it. No, you ain't got your red hat.
Yeah, no, I gotta get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good lord.
Even though even before that you started with that 10 minutes ago or so.
What?
You had someone, but no, that was saliva. Sorry.
Yeah, saliva, dude.
Same thing.
No.
Same thing.
No.
Same thing. You're right. Saliva guy can sing a little better.
Okay. Hold on. Now, apparently we're gonna discuss some shit. Do you not like Saliva? Do you not like Limp Bizkit?
I like both of them.
Okay, then why are you calling them same thing?
Day, a kid go out play. I was up in my room and let the stereo play. Yeah,
Why are they? They're not the same thing.
it's the same genre.
Not really. Saliva's not necessarily rap rock. It's rap-ish.
On Saturday, the kid go out and play.
Okay,
That's rap rock.
it's close. It's close, but they're not the same thing. Limp Bizkit is great. Saliva's good too.
like I said, the Slavic guy can sing real good. Like where you go, like regardless if anybody wants to make fun of it, like the hero song from Spider-Man with the Nickelback guy.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
It does.
I mean, it's really good vocals, really good harmonies.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well, good. So you sound like you were making fun of one of them, and I didn't know which one it was.
I like both of them, but I'll make fun of all of them.
All of the above.
Shut up, Carrie.
Yeah.
No, you can talk. It's okay.
Yeah. See, if I had thought, if I thought that you were actually going to talk, I would have set up another thing. Can we set up another thing?
I mean, if she wants to talk,
We could totally set up another thing. All right, next time we'll set up another thing. But we need more.
we need more.
We need a bigger mixer. We need like an 8-channel.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know what? Maybe not this time, but we can always invite the infamous Smokey Dizzle.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not.
It's not a bad idea.
I bet that would be entertaining as hell.
I can only imagine. We get some stories.
Maybe.
We get some stories. He's comfortable because he's found legal ways of saying things.
Understood.
Yeah, but he was telling us a story not too long ago. I'm not going to repeat it here, but it's just like, well, okay then. He's like, yeah, and everything was fine, and we went back to my house and we smoked some pot. It's like, okay, buddy. Well, there you go. But it was a crazy story.
Well, maybe
I will tell you later.
But I'm just saying, I think that could work out okay.
Yeah, I think it could too. And I know we've talked about it, but I really think Mike would be good too.
I don't know.
I really do.
I don't know. I wouldn't be against trying it, but I don't know.
I mean, okay, so I think that would have to be, Mike, come over, hang out. All right. Mike, would you like a couple shots of whiskey? Yeah. Mike, do you want to be on camera and record yourself or record having a conversation with us?
But not really, but.
All right.
Oh, you're doing it? Oh. Ah!
That'd be an exciting episode.
Well, I mean, but that's yeah.
It's like save the violence until at least 15 minutes before wrap up. It's like if you're gonna punch us, wait. Let us get at least an hour into it, then hit us. Now he's that friend that if you're hanging out with him, especially if alcohol's involved, you don't know when. Well, you're gonna get it punched. You know
really,
that's gonna happen. Will. Yeah, someone's gonna get punched. You just don't know when
or who.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know who. Sometimes you definitely know who.
Yeah.
Most likely, if I'm around, I'm getting hit at some point.
Yeah, same.
Well, that's because he wants me to hit him back.
Yeah. No, we've had a couple good ones. Not nearly as many.
I lived with him.
Yeah.
It happened a lot.
We've had 3. The first one was at the Fish's house. The second one was at the trailer in Hanover.
Yep.
And then the third one was at, I don't even remember what county it was. We was somewhere in Kentucky. It was do you remember the guy who, it was me, you, and this guy went to the Green Day concert.
Yep.
Okay. One of his girlfriends at the time.
Uh-huh.
That is surprisingly the same name as his wife currently.
Right.
Yeah.
The one that got the boob job.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So we went to her family's house. There was a big party, and then me and Mike ended up getting into a fight, and then directly afterwards, the downstairs neighbor from you, the one we've talked about,
yeah,
because she was there, even though her dude was there, also named Mike. All right, which is hilarious. But she came over to me and Mike right afterwards, and I was sitting there going, "Oh yeah." She just saw us being badass, and she just went up to other Mike, and was like, "Hey, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." "Dolph, you okay?" I said, "Yeah." "All right, cool." So, blah, 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 and just started talking to Mike, and they just went off in the corner. I'm like,
"Yeah,
this is happening."
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
And it's because it happens.
It did happen.
Because it's Mike. It happened.
And it actually, to my knowledge, it did happen. Over on the other side.
Yeah.
Even though dude was there.
Probably.
It's funny.
Like I said, it's Mike.
It is Mike.
Same thing as it's been back in the day.
Yeah.
It just happens.
It did happen.
There's just some things you have to learn that you have to accept in life without questioning.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. If Ben or Mike are around, at least back in the day, we'll say that.
Yeah.
If Ben and Mike are around and there are available women, there are no available women.
That's true. Like, I don't know if I've told you this story or not, again, with the downstairs neighbor. Because the most I got, and it took a lot of fucking work.
I like how you keep talking about her downstairs.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. But no, what makes me mad is, like, okay. So, I was laying a lot of groundwork, like, early on.
I think you've told me all this before. I think you've even said it on here before.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure, but
Okay.
go ahead.
No. If I've already done it, then I don't want
I'm pretty sure. You can do a abridged version.
Abridged. Okay. So, in the very beginning, you know, everybody was like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I was doing a bunch of groundwork. Then Ben showed up. Mm-hmm. And then all my groundwork was gone.
Yeah.
It was just done. It
Yep.
meant nothing. And it happened with them several times, and I got a little shitty about it. I was like, "This son of a bitch, cock blocking, blah 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 blah." And I was bitching to not DW, DL.
Gotcha.
And I was like, it's only a matter of time. Like, we only got a short window before her dude catches on, and blah blah blah. And he took that to mean that I was going to tell dude. So I had Ben come up to me like 2 days later. Like,
Yeah.
And he told me all this. I'm like, buddy, no, I would not do that. He goes, well, I mean, I understand. I thought you were under. He said you were kind of jealous. Like, oh, no, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Yeah, I put some groundwork in. He's like, I didn't know. I'm like, it's fine.
Oh, he didn't know.
You better call somebody. But no.
That's right.
And then I punched DL.
Because
he deserved it.
I like punching DL.
He's a fun person to punch.
I didn't punch him often, but when I did, I made them count.
I didn't punch him often enough.
Neither did I.
I think that's better. But no, it was satisfying. No. You know who I didn't like punching? I didn't like punching Delmer.
I don't think I ever punched Delmer.
I had to one time.
I think I would have felt bad doing it.
I felt awful. We've been over that story.
Yeah.
But no, dude, that was... I think he might be the only person I've ever felt bad for hitting.
I can't... No, I don't know. I can't think of anybody that I particularly feel bad for punching. Because almost every time I punched somebody, I had a reason. And not just that, but they deserved it.
Yeah.
They just did. So I don't know if I've ever... I mean, the closest thing to feeling bad for it was the amount of times that I punched DL when I did.
Yeah.
Because by the end, like I said, because I thought he died at the end of that, and I was worried. And then I felt, I didn't feel, I felt a little bad about it. Not much. And then Mike made me feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Because he was just going, the way that he said it was, if it was almost anybody else, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
But it was DL.
Yeah.
And I knew that he didn't have a chance, and I still went on as hard on him as I did. And,
yeah.
I mean, I could have put that point into him without being that mean about it.
The fact, here's what gets me about that though, the fact that you had enough composure and enough, like, you were able to stay calm enough to talk to him, give him a cigarette, and be like, "Hey,
I gave him like 3 cigarettes and like a big tall monster.
This is what's going to happen. Here are your choices." Like me, it would have just been like if all that had happened to me, and I was like you in that situation, there would have been no talking. Like it would have been like as soon as I saw him, it's like, "Hey, motherfucker!" Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. Like I don't know how you remained that calm.
Years of, again, living with Mike and getting beat up constantly gets you to the point where, yes, you don't just act, you think about everything, and you're able to compartmentalize shit.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. Like, during an actual fight, like, when the fight's going on, like, and it took a long time to get this way, like you were just saying, I can control my actions. Like, there is no just blind throw shit. Like, I can. But, like, my anger going into a fight. That's what I can't control. Like, I can't, if I want to hit somebody, I'm going to hit them.
Well, for me, that always went together with it because, it was the anger that would usually force the blind swinging and all that other type of shit.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to control the anger in order to get that under control. By that point, I had enough control over the anger that I can choose when it's time to open up that floodgate.
Yeah. No, I get that. Okay.
But still, yeah, he's like, man, you didn't have any, regardless of what he did, that was too much, and it was too much.
Way too much.
Yeah, and that made me feel bad.
Like, and it was funny, like, because all of the actions that he did, even one of those actions was warrant for at least getting hit.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, who was the last person you hit?
Like, actually hit?
Yeah.
Like, angrily hit?
Angrily.
I don't know. I really don't. Not like in actual anger.
Yeah.
Oh. Probably the last time actually any kind of anything like that would have been kicking Jason down the staircase.
Oh, wow. That was a while ago.
That's probably because every other time, we're just playing. I'm not counting any of the sparring or any of that.
Right.
Other than that, everybody, when we get to that point or get close to it, everybody, I guess, goes, oh, shit. And then they back up and start apologizing.
Yeah, that's just not fun. That's not fair.
No, it's not, but
it is what it is.
It's kept me from having to do more.
Oh man, have you seen the new trailer for the new Marvel series coming out? The Disney Plus Marvel series.
Which one?
The Agatha All Along.
I've watched Agatha.
Oh, I've not seen. Is it out?
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
I've watched Agatha.
Is it good?
It is good. It's weird. There are some episodes on there just weird. It's almost.
Well, I would imagine so.
Well, there are a couple of them that almost get into like horror movie territory, and it's just weird. But
you know what bothers me? They were talking about how the Marvel Multiverse of Madness was going to be more of a horror movie than anything else, or at least lean that direction. I don't think it did.
I think there were a few moments in there, but all in all, no.
Yeah, they tried maybe like a few jump scares.
I believe I believe that it was going to be worse, but they made Sam Raimi reel it back in a little bit.
Why?
Because they weren't ready to push that button yet.
I'm just saying, like, if they want to use like pretty much all the big characters of Marvel, eventually they're going to have to push that button.
Did you watch any of the new episodes of the Daredevil yet?
No, not yet.
I've noticed so far, at least each episode, I've watched 2. There are 3. Yeah. I've watched the first 2. I've noticed both of them have at least one F-bomb in each of them.
Really?
And again, like broken bones and bloody people getting shot, and I'm like, they actually did it.
I love Disney.
I
used to not.
They piss me the fuck off, but they are doing better.
Yeah.
They also had the new trailer for the live action, because they got to do that nowadays, but the live action Lilo and Stitch, which surprisingly looks pretty good, unfortunately.
It looks okay.
Did you see the full trailer then?
I saw a teaser.
Yeah, I saw the teaser before actually seeing the trailer, though.
Is it different?
It looked better.
Okay.
It does, but it kind of gives me that what's the point thing, because there's so much that straight up shot for shot stuff in there.
Yeah, I get that. Well, damn it.
I saw the final trailer for Minecraft the other day.
Now, see, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if your son wants to go when I go to see that, he is more than welcome to go with us.
Did you hear that? All right. He'll probably go.
He went for. Are you gonna go watch Minecraft with us when it comes out? Oh yeah, that's right. You were supposed to go with your friends. Oh. That's right. We're getting shunned.
Yeah.
Congratulations on having friends.
Oh, good luck finding money to go see that movie, huh?
I'll take care of you, buddy. I got you. No, I told him earlier we were talking. Don't worry, you're not on camera or nothing.
That's
Nobody
okay.
knows your name.
He went to go see Deadpool Wolverine with us.
Yeah. No, we were talking earlier, and I was like, you know, you need to get out of the house more, and like, you know, I was like showing him around town. He's like, why do I need to know where things are? I'm like, in case you get out of the house and you want to walk and explore. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, well, what if you make friends here? He goes,
I'm not going to do that.
I'm like, you could. I was like, what if Logan? Yeah. What if your name was Logan? Number one, and number two, what if we're all outside and our neighbors like came to like welcome us as new neighbors, and they had like a 16-year-old daughter who was like, oh hey, we should like hang out all the time, and then I'm just, you know, I was like, then yeah, blah blah blah.
It's like, hello, I'm 16 and a female. I am hot and I have boobies. I like you. Would you like to go someplace private with me?
Well, I mean, I didn't say all that,
I just did.
but
It's like, would you like to go someplace private with me?
but I was like, see, then in that case, you
He
were
was
going
like,
to be.
no, I will go inside and play with my PlayStation.
No, I don't think he would. I think if he got asked, he'd go.
Well, you will never be asked if you're just sitting inside playing with your PlayStation.
I don't know. I'm just gonna start inviting the neighbors over on the weekends.
Yep.
Yeah.
That way she can play with your PlayStation.
But no.
It's like, I have a joystick.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you remember turbo controllers? I was sitting here thinking, like, push the joystick really fast. I'm like, turbo controllers.
Just don't forget. Regardless of the situation, always take your power glove.
Oh, God. The Nintendo Power Glove was badass, dude.
It wasn't though. The concept.
The concept, yeah. And it looked so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
But no, like, in practicality, it was...
Bag tag.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
She was little.
It's like 3, 4,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You don't remember any of that.
You
I had a Nintendo Power Glove, and
you punched him in the balls with it.
yelled bag tag when you did it because of them.
Yeah, we told you to.
That was when they kept trying to get you to say fire truck because you kept saying fire fuck all the time.
It was hilarious.
And then it was like, Kylie, bag tag, and you're like, bag tag. It like hit me in the balls. Almost took me out.
That was fantastic.
It was hilarious.
Good times.
It was.
Okay, you still had another kid.
Yeah, that's true.
You still work.
Yeah, it got the power infused into him.
Oh shit, man! You know, it's funny. We were talking about not too long ago. We were talking about Kung Fury on the phone.
Yeah.
And then right after I got off the phone, she was like, "Did I watch that?" I'm like, "I think you did." And she's like, "I don't know if I remember it or not." I'm like, "We're watching it." So we put it on, and I watched Kung Fury again for the first time. Not for the first time, but I watched it again.
Yeah, you hadn't watched it in a while,
Yeah,
and you still enjoyed
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah. I think it's funny. Yeah, once you were like, "Oh, PS Vita, that's kind of cool."
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, that's cool." Well, anyway, blah blah blah. But look, and you're like,
It's Kung Fury. That explains the Laser Raptors.
Triceracop.
Triceracop.
I had a
awesome.
hiccup in the middle of that. It's like Triceracop.
I forgot how awful fucking Thor was in that movie.
Uh huh.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, he was all like, "Hey, I'm 16 and I'm a girl and I have boobies. Would you like to see them?"
He's gonna get you, man. He has some fight in him.
I know.
He does. He does.
I know.
I'm proud of him for that.
That's okay. I've been waiting to see if one of those days he wants to try to take on one of the champs because they usually do at some age.
Yeah. You know. Well, I mean, you know, I've got some gloves, Mr. Logan. Anytime you want to.
Yep.
In theory,
Anytime.
that is his name.
In theory, that's if his name. That could be a code name.
Hypothetical Logan.
Yeah, yeah. His name is actually not that. It's
Richard.
Richard?
Richard. Yeah, it's Papyrus. Right.
Papyrus?
Papyrus.
Oh. You know, papyrus makes me think of papayas, which make me also think of boobies.
Why does that make you think of boobies?
Because they're big and oblong.
They're not supposed to be oblong.
Oblong was not the word, but
You
I
said
liked it.
you said oblong. I'm like, all right. I mean, some of them. Some, and that's
Like I said,
okay. Like,
oblong is
they're-
not the word, but I enjoyed it.
they're- you know,
It's a nice word.
You know, all shapes are acceptable. It's fine.
You know, it's round and such.
Is it? Is a papaya round?
I think so. I hope. I can't look it up.
Do I need to pull up the picture
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
See,
papaya?
that's why we need a carrier,
Okay.
Terry.
Give me a second. Let me clear my browser.
So we're gonna find out what a papaya looks like.
I hope I'm correct.
I think they're yellow. Are they yellow? I know that.
Ah,
I know it's a physical object, and it's yellow. Yeah, I hope not.
not the inside, especially. The outside kind of reminds me of more of a, an 80-year-old
There you go.
breasticle.
Yeah.
The random papaya that's in stock apparently.
I don't know if I've ever had papaya. I think I said I like papayas a minute ago.
I don't know if I've
Oh,
ever had one either.
They good?
I think so.
All right.
Well, I like boobs, so.
They don't. It's not the same thing. All right. I'm still just not comfortable with this setup. I don't like it. It's off.
So, are you is now after we talked the other day, do you have a bucket list thing of going to Malta?
What?
Malta.
Malta.
Yeah. The island that is south of Rome.
The hell are you talking about?
Popeye Village.
Huh?
Popeye Village.
Oh, gotcha. No, I would love to go. Yeah.
That is on my bucket list
I would
now.
love to
I'm
go.
going.
I was so confused there for a second. Yeah, I know. I'd love to go there. It'd be great.
They do. They got videos of it on YouTube. They got people that work there that dress up in costumes like from the movie
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
so cool.
They walk around, do stuff. You can go swimming in like that big, crystal clear bay that they fought the octopus in and everything.
That's so cool. Do they sing?
Some of them.
That's so cool.
I want to go.
Yeah, I want to go.
The water is like insanely clear.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like you can see all the way to the bottom.
Do you know why?
We've got no pollution.
Yeah, fucking like all of our water looks like shit. Because we're awful people. I don't think that's gonna come out.
It's a train.
And that's a tornado.
Do.
What is it?
It's a dryer.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's not coming in my headphones. I don't hear it in the headphones.
It appears to be messing with the sound. I could be wrong though.
You
Oh.
are not wrong. It is definitely messing with the sound.
Pause and tell it.
well, again, there are going to be ones that are going to be worse than others
Correct.
as far as audio. There will be ones of those, and there will be better ones.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, if that other thing comes to pass, it'll be better.
I think it will be. I think you should get a little bit closer to your mic, though.
Maybe we
I
should
will
take
move the
this
mic
time
closer to
do
me.
the ad break.
Huh?
We should take the time to do the ad break while this is happening so we can mute the mics.
I don't know how long that's going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's going to be going for way too long. But we can put the ad break wherever. Like we just.
Then you're going to have to put some form of filter.
Okay,
Yeah.
and ad break, go.
The ad break.
Okay, now that we're back from the ad break,
We're back from the ad break.
that was a really long ad break.
Yeah, but
It's super long.
But I'm so glad that I have NordVPN.
That's right,
NordVPN.
NordVPN.
That's right. We have not gotten around to making a Shopify bumper ad yet, but
We will do that.
you should definitely check out Shopify if you are a proprietor.
Of shopping.
Yeah. Well, no, well, not just of shopping, but especially if you're a business owner or you're starting a new business.
Oh,
Shopify has all of your needs covered.
oh, well, that's good.
It does.
Huh. Well, what else is there?
There's everything.
Okay.
Our episodes are getting shorter and shorter. I've noticed.
That's because we talk about everything, and then we're like, "What do we talk
No,
about?"
no, we did just talk.
Well,
We
then
need-
talk.
It's this place and it's last place. It's the problem.
Is it?
It is like we're not in our natural flow.
Oh.
We're not in the groove.
Oh.
All right, so what I want you to do, James, is I want you to tell me, in your opinion, the best musical band.
Well, now, okay, but what are the credentials?
There
as
are no
far as that?
credentials.
What do you mean?
There's no.
I mean,
credentials.
are we talking about my favorite, or if we're talking about who I think is the best, like who's the most talented, or
Both.
all that type of stuff?
Both.
Because they're probably going to be different.
That's fine. Both.
Oh,
I want to know.
that's
to know.
difficult.
Yeah,
That's really difficult.
it is. Luckily, I prepared for this material. No, I'm joking.
Did you now?
No, I did not. It was on the spot.
Well, I mean, there's always a. It always seems like there should be a place for Tool up there as far as the technicality.
Yeah.
So, I mean, being able to switch between all the different time signatures and just the music in general, especially the drumming.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. So, at least just right off the top of my head, I would put them as far as the technicality and stuff.
Yeah.
Them Dream Theater's technically right there next to Tool as far as the technicality.
Theater's good.
But I'm gonna say I'm still gonna put Tool up there for that. But as far as just my favorite, like what I can listen to at all times and be happy,
I feel like you're going to say either Green Day or Primus.
no, Green Day's close, but honestly, it'd probably be something like Real Big Fish.
Like Real Big Fish? So that
There's something
they're
about
good.
that kind of ska that's just, it doesn't matter how bad of a mood I'm in. It doesn't matter if I'm angry or if I'm sad. I can listen to that
You feel
and
better.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I definitely agree with the Tool. Not just like the music itself, but the singing. Like Maynard is
Oh, yeah.
insanely good, incredible. I don't want to copy though. Like I don't want to copy and say that they're the best. They're close. I don't know. I have to think about it for a little while.
Maybe if we broke it down between different genres, that'd be...
It'd be a little easier, yeah. I do think my favorite, like, because my favorite band has bounced around so many times over the years, but it always comes back to Blink.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Oh, I love Blink.
yeah, and I'm talking like, early 2000s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Good Blink.
Yeah. Before emo or Tomless Blink.
Yeah, fuck some Tomless Blink, dude.
Well, there is... Well, it's past that now.
I know, but I haven't listened to the new stuff, and I'm probably not going to because I don't want to be let down again.
Oh. What do you mean by let down?
When the Untitled album came out, like the first album after like a long time,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
There was like 2 good songs.
Yeah.
2 okay songs, I realize. And then
You're talking about the one with the... Which, wait a minute. The Untitled one.
that was the name of the album.
Right.
Untitled.
Is that the one that had like the... I'm feeling it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, and that was the only one I liked beside... And that's the only one I liked.
I didn't like Feeling This at all.
I love that song.
I like Always.
I know you do. Miss you.
And I like Miss You.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2.
I hate those songs.
What's wrong with Always?
Huh?
What's wrong with Always?
It's just everything that's... I never liked the slow Blink stuff.
It's not slow. It's kind of faster.
Well, yeah. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's I Miss You. That's
I
not
know,
Always.
I know.
Okay. Don't make fun of it. Embrace it. It is very emo, but it's good. It is good emo.
I never got into like the sad emo-y stuff. That's why I always hated like the Blue October and everything. And,
I
and
can't
love
stand fucking Blue
I love
October.
when you do the cry version.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the cry version of Blue October, I've been thinking about doing a couple covers with some comedic versions, and I've got a good concept in mind. I don't want to tell you what it is yet,
Okay.
but I'm gonna randomly send you a audio clip probably soon.
Okay.
That reminds me,
I thought
I can't do anything with my phone.
I thought about bringing the lava, but I didn't know if we would get to
The lava?
the guitar.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
just didn't know if we'd get around to messing
Well,
with
if
it or
he
not.
remembers, Vince is supposed to be bringing my guitar back tonight. Yeah.
Well, I know you had a lot of fun with it last time,
Oh, it was good. It was good. I want one.
even though you didn't.
And, well,
I think it was funny. Yeah, you talked so much shit about the thing until you actually messed with it.
I mean, it's great. It's very functional. What it's supposed to do, it does.
It plays well,
It plays extremely well.
and it sounds really
But
good. It rings nice.
It's ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know, man. Like,
There's something that I don't know. You do start to appreciate it after a minute, though.
I mean, it's one of those things that if you pulled it out in public, you'd get a lot of, what's that? More than you'd get a, that's nasty. So, I mean, that's good at least.
But it does it. I mean, but it does its job, and the effects are nice.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, no, it does. But I mean, I like whenever I buy a guitar, I want a guitar number one that's going to play good, sound good, but I also want it to look good.
I would like it to look good.
Because I want to, you know, when I pull stuff out, I want people to go, ooh, look at that.
Yeah, I know you're not used to that.
No, not so much. It's funny, but no, no, I would definitely, I would definitely probably own a lava, especially with that loop shit.
You should mess with it with the pedals,
Oh god, I bet it's fun.
because then you can like turn on. You know, if you got a drum loop playing in the background while you're playing,
Yeah,
then you have the pedal, and you can like with the pedals you can rather switch between tracks, increase or decrease the tempo on it, and they have a button on the pedal for putting fills in, and one for the end fill and just stopping it and everything. So
that's really cool.
it's nice.
And you got that used, right?
Huh?
Where at did you get that?
Yeah, I got it used. I got it off of Reverb.
Reverb. Okay, Reverb's good.
Well, the thing is, it's hard to find a dealer that actually does lava stuff, because I think most of them are, you know, they're still buy it off their website. You know, they don't have a lot of official dealers, but I think Reverb is one of them.
Okay. It's hard to find Dean dealers, man, especially local. Don't know why. I like Deans. Deans are good. That's my go-to guitar brand.
I was always more of a Sam guy.
That's funny. Took me a second. Take me on my wayward son.
That's right. I think it's funny how like all the supernatural people have like tried to claim that song.
Yeah. It's like you can't.
It's like, yeah, I was listening to that like way before the show even
Existed, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like they took an unpopular old song and brought it back to life,
Well, that's true, too.
because it was a good song.
Always was.
Yeah. I think it's funny that fucking Dean, Mr. Ackles, went over to the boys. And now Sam's going over to the boys for the last season.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think somebody else is
I still only watched the first season of The Boys. I plan on going back and watching more later.
No, you gotta watch it.
I was watching other stuff.
No, other stuff doesn't matter. Watch good stuff.
I have been watching good stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Well, like I said, I watched the Kite Man. I watched the Creature Commandos. I think there's probably only one or two more episodes of Harley for this season, but I've been enjoying it. It's good. And because you never finished Harley and you didn't watch Kite Man, so you don't even know all the different stuff that's going on with Bane now.
Oh shit! What's going on with Bane?
Huh?
What's going on with Bane?
Don't spoil it too much.
He has like basically an adopted daughter.
Why would you tell me that? You just ruined everything.
I didn't.
Did you not?
I didn't.
That's funny, though.
Because she's not a regular little girl.
No,
Does all
God.
kinds of stuff.
That's funny. Okay. Everything is meat, meat, meat.
Popeye again.
Yeah, sorry. It's stuck in my head. You were talking about it. Oh, man.
Father to the shark, brother to the piranha.
The Piranha.
That's right. Well, it was like something, I can't remember if it was Patriarch of the Pacifica or something to the Pacifica.
Yeah.
Father to the shark, brother to the piranha, cousin to the killer whale, and uncle to the octopussy.
Yeah.
That's right. That's Poop Deck Pappy right there.
Poop Deck Pappy.
You don't mess with Poop Deck Pappy.
No, you don't. Oh, that movie's great. I need to watch it.
A lot of people hate that movie.
I love it. It's good. I tried to watch it the other night. I looked it up, and it was you could either rent it or buy it. Mm-hmm. I was like, damn it. And my wife was like, yay. I'm like, what? She's like, I don't want to watch that again. Because we watched it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to watch it again. She's like, I really wasn't into watching it.
I have never had a girlfriend that liked that movie.
It's a good movie. So good. I mean, it's hard to take a cartoon that was like just basically just little shorts and no real plot, and turn it into a movie.
I think Popeye is now public domain, I think.
Really?
And there's gonna be supposed to be a Popeye horror in the next couple of years.
Why? Just do a good movie. Just do a good live action fucking.
I watched those two Winnie the Pooh horror movies. I did.
How are they?
Okay. The
See, you
first
could have been talking about this earlier.
I held it. I saved it for I was going to talk about it last time, and then I forgot. But I held on to it because I was going to talk to you about it.
Okay.
The first one is not very good,
Okay.
which I expected. I think they tried a lot harder with the second one.
But
It kind of... There's something charming about really, really shitty stuff.
yeah.
And
That's
it seemed
true.
like because they tried so much harder with the second one, that it lost a little bit of that charm.
Got it.
But the kills were a lot better, and the story was a lot more involved.
Okay.
And I was like, I mean, I enjoyed watching both of them, just for different reasons, I guess.
And what streaming app are they on?
Peacock.
Okay. I'll check them out.
It was,
And what's the first one? Pinocchio?
huh?
Which one's?
No, it's just the Poos.
Oh.
I'm talking about the Poos.
Okay.
The so far in the Pooniverse, there are the two Pooh movies, and the Peter Pan one, but that was just in theaters, so it's not on there yet.
I bet the Peter Pan one might
I
be
think
good.
next is Pinocchio and Bambi. I think.
Fucking Bambi. I still want to know what they're gonna do with Bambi.
I don't know, but I want to see it.
Fucking Bambi. Yeah, Bambi is the one that killed his mom.
Oh,
Maybe Bambi's gonna have rabies. It'll be a rabid deer.
probably. It'd be
That'd
like
be-
Cujo, but
Yeah.
but Bambi.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He goes after the hunters because they killed.
Do what? What you say?
I don't know.
I think Bambi's gonna have a gun. Bambi's
Bambi
gonna-
might have a gun. Like
he's
what?
gonna go after the
Maybe
hunters.
he like lost a leg, and so they have to like replace his leg with a gun. Or he has guns for antlers.
That's awesome.
That would
He's
great.
gonna go after the hunters that killed his mom.
Well, like that fake trailer for Bambi on Saturday Night Live.
With The Rock.
That was great.
I loved it. Fucking Thumper the whole time. That's great.
It's like Vin Diesel as Thumper.
We're gonna have Bambi with antler guns. That's great. Well, that explains the 50 cal deer.
No, are you going to watch those?
Yeah, I'll watch them.
The weird thing for me, I guess, is
Everything's weird for you.
No, you watch the first one, and this isn't any type of thing, but they don't talk or anything. Like like poo and those type of stuff.
They don't talk?
No,
Okay.
but they kind of explain why they don't. But then you get to the second one, and all of a sudden,
They talk.
I don't remember if I think Pooh might have said one or two things, but the first one is just like Pooh and Piglet, and the second one then they throw in Al and Tigger,
Oh, shit.
and Al talks a lot. And Tigger, for some reason, he don't talk much, but when he talks, he has to call everybody a bitch. Like, every single one of his sentences he has to do, he's like, I'm gonna bounce you, bitch. Or I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
I love
I'm gonna
it.
do this, bitch. And he just kept doing it.
That's wonderful.
It was funny.
That's great.
I was laughing the whole damn time. Every time I had to deal with Tigger.
I want to cut you, bitch.
Kinda.
That's funny.
It reminded me of the Freddy parody in whatchamacallit, Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I've not seen that, but yeah.
That it's funny. It is. They just took that one time that Freddy did this prime time, bitch.
Yeah.
And then just made every single line that he did have to be calling somebody a bitch. But they did that with fucking Tigger for no reason.
That's
and it's funny.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the time that we got stuck when we were doing a commentary for our old wrestling, and everything was either to or from hell.
Kinda, I guess.
It's funny. And that's the same thing. There's an elbow drop to hell.
Mm-hmm.
They locked up from hell
It's an arm wrench.
to hell. It was good. It was
Yeah.
fun. Oh,
Yeah, I guess so. But either way, I did watch them.
And they're good-ish. They're okay.
They're worth watching at least once to say you have watched them.
You know, I'm proud to say, James, that to this day, I have not watched a Sharknado movie.
I have not. Now there have been a few times that I've been like flipping through channels back in the day when they were going strong, and I'd stop on one and not know that that's what it was initially, and start watching it.
Did you not know?
Well, I just said it because they weren't there. And no sharks there at the moment,
Okay.
and I was just like, "What is this?" And I'd watch for a minute, and I'd be bored or something, and then all of a sudden,
There's a shark.
yeah, and all of a sudden it's like, this fucking Sharknado. And then I'd end up flipping the channel.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did see Snakes on a Plane.
It's just as bad.
I like Snakes on a Plane, though.
Because Sam Jackson, yeah.
And Keenan.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he's on there.
I don't remember him
He
being
was the
in
one that took over. Remember, like, the pilot got bit, and he had to fly the plane. He had to land the plane.
It was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even... Yeah.
That was the first time I heard Keenan do any cussing.
Oh, Keenan cusses.
That was the first time I heard it.
He does.
I didn't watch his show. He had a show on Hulu for like a season.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was like the Keenan Thompson Show.
I'll have to check that out. I still like Keenan and Kel. I went back not too awful long ago and rewatched that.
Yeah.
It still holds up to me.
Yeah. I watched some of that on Paramount.
It was good.
Yeah, it was. I still enjoyed Keenan and Kel.
Yeah.
I even watched some of the really, really old All That.
Oh, man, yeah.
Some of it was horrible.
Yeah.
Some of it really was.
Yeah.
But still, you put Keenan doing the Pierre escargot and talking French in the bathtub.
In
with
the tub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'd
that's
still
great.
laugh.
It's funny as shit. I like Ear Boy.
Walter.
Yeah.
His ears are really big. And he'd be always... What was up with the Ross Perot thing?
I don't know. I never understood that.
I got $4 billion.
I never got that, but it was funny.
Had to have Ross Perot every damn time.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
It was good. No, I like all that. I actually went back the other day and started watching a bunch of Double Dare.
Double Dare was good too.
I was bored and just put it on, just watched a bunch of them.
Dude, they don't make shows like they used to. They don't.
And then I started watching the reboot of Double Dare they did like 2 years ago.
Was it any good?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I can't remember. Remember, like, originally Mark was the host.
Yeah.
Mark Summers. And then they had that one guy that always read everything. He was the bald guy with like a red beard.
Yeah.
He read all the stuff at the side and
Yeah.
like he would read out the prizes. On the reboot for Double Dare, I don't remember her name, but it's a chick host, but Mark's the other guy.
That's cool.
So Mark's there the entire time, and he'll still get out there and talk with them, and he's reading out the prizes, and occasionally she'll step back. Occasionally she'll step back, and he'll get out, and it's just like it was.
That's cool.
I think they had an episode where Keenan and Kel were on the new one.
That's really cool too.
And that's always been one of those bucket list things too. It's like I would love to run that fucking obstacle course.
On Double Dare.
Yeah, I would love to. I don't know if I'd win, but God, it always seemed fun.
Good, yeah.
Even if you're not like doing all that, even if digging around in the nose and looking around for the stuff.
Yeah.
Or when they jump in the big gumball pit with all the balls and slide down the bottom or the Sunday slide or all that stuff looks. I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I think if I won a lottery, I would have to make a fucking Double Dare course just so I could do it.
I mean, I don't think I would do that if I won the lottery. But
It depends on, depends on the size of the lottery. If I got like $2 million, fuck Double Dare. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
If I got like $500 million, I'm Double Daring.
That's funny. I don't think I would even with that amount.
I would.
There's a lot of other stuff I would do though.
No, see, I would do that. I would do it, and I would enjoy it a couple times. And then when I'd made my mini golf place and my big entertainment thing that I've been talking about,
yeah.
When I made that would be a part of that bitch.
Oh, shit.
And people would have to sign waivers to do it just in case, but yeah. Because there'd be people that fucking do it.
Yeah, a lot of
it
people
would make
do it.
money.
Yeah.
It would absolutely make money.
I think it would too. But, yeah. Meh.
I have to change the name of it, though, so I don't get sued.
Triple Dare.
Triple threat.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
works too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're good. You just...
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah.
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 Okay, yeah. Well, okay. There you go. That's a good $1 million. Or not $1 million. Lottery money.
Oh man. All right, so how much did I win?
You know what?
After taxes. What do I put in my
Well,
bank account?
okay, this is the thing. We could do this a couple ways real quick.
Oh, man.
We could do like what would happen if you won just, a sizable portion that's not crazy. Like, let's just say like 5
million?
Which, don't get me wrong, that's
I can do
still a lot of money.
I can do
but
a whole lot with $5 million.
So can I.
Yeah.
But that's not like, again, there's a big difference between what you would do with 5 and what you would do with 500.
True. Well, okay, so $5 million.
So let's do that first.
Okay.
We'll do both. Why not?
So what I would do with $5 million, first thing I'm doing is I'm going to...
After taxes.
Yeah. I'm going to find me... so, probably live in the same town that I'm living in right now, most likely. And I would
Or
find...
at least somewhere within like a 20-mile radius.
Yeah. And I would either... I wouldn't have one built because that shows off money. But I would find, maybe like a $200,000-$300,000 house that was newer, that I liked, had all the specifications that I need. Move in. Obviously, I'm going to get some new vehicles, but they're not going to be like Porsches or Lamborghinis or something stupid like that. They're going to be like a 2025 Chevy Cruze, something like that. Dodge Ram. Well, I'm sorry, a Fiat Ram. Stupid shit. And my house wouldn't be like, crazy. Have my entertainment stuff and whatnot. But other than that, I would probably open up one business, maybe 2. Small things like I really want to run a card shop, like an actual fucking card shop.
Yeah.
Gaming and all that kind of stuff. And then maybe a restaurant of some kind. And other than that, I would just live...
On interest.
Yeah, comfortably. Now, $500 million.
Let's hold off on that.
Go
'Cause
ahead.
I'll do my littler amount one.
All right.
Okay. The very first thing I would do is I would pay off the rest of the house I'm currently in.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go ahead and pay off the rest of the ex-wife's house. I would.
Yeah, that's nice.
I would take care of that. That way they don't have to worry about that anymore. After that, I don't know if I would necessarily have a house built. I would like to, just because there are certain things that I want. But again, if we're talking about like the $5 million instead, then yeah, I would probably just get a house. There were a bunch of them that there was a couple people at work that were looking at buying new houses, and when we were doing that, you know, they would say what criteria, so everybody was looking up stuff. So I did a whole lot of shopping, and I wasn't going to buy one, but you know what I mean. I found roughly what I want, and I found a couple of them that's what I want, roughly. Yeah. The right kind of size, the right amount of land, away from everything, you know, that's what I want right there. Enough room away. You know, not like, doesn't have to be in the middle of nowhere, but I have to have a good amount of space between me and the neighbors.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, so I'd buy me that house, go ahead and, like you said, I would buy a vehicle or two. Nothing fancy, nothing super fancy, but I would probably get me, one of those GR Corollas.
Those are nice, yeah.
I want that.
They're real nice.
Well, I want something with a stick anyway.
Yeah.
I'd want me one of them, and then I'd get some kind of big passenger thing, so take the family around, like a non-minivan.
A non-minivan. A full-size van.
Yes, if not bigger, SUV type thing. But get something big like that.
Could you be like a Chevy Suburban?
Sure.
Those are nice.
There's something like that, Cybertruck, you know. No. But anyway, then I would, if we're talking about 5, I would take I'd probably half that, and I want to take 2.5 of that, and I would throw that into making that business, that entertainment center type business place.
Right.
So I'm talking about like 2 or 3 putt courses, including at least one inside. That way it could go all year round, and we don't worry about that. You know, an arcade, you know, some skating, all that type. You know, a full fun type of area.
I like
that I can do that. Go-kart track, stuff like that. That way, you know, I can have fun. I can make my money back because those are very profitable. And also, at like 10 o'clock at night, I can close the bitch down, kick everybody out, get drunk, and drive go-karts. And play putt-putt.
That sounds
great. Fuck yeah, dude. That's nice. I like that. I do. All right. 500 million.
Yeah, let's go with 5.
500 million. I would do roughly the same thing that I mentioned, minus the card shop and restaurant. Now, my house would be fully paid off, obviously. Pay off all my bills, all my wife's bills.
Well, yeah, all that stuff was included with the first part.
And I would definitely, like, you know, I'd pay off my mom's house for her. I would set up a fund, an account for my brother, that could only be dispersed in certain reasons. You know,
right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I'd do, man. I would start a wrestling promotion, 100%. And
well, you'd be in competition with mine,
of course. Why?
Yeah. Do you want the real answer?
I want the real answer.
Well, that's if we both have that much money, I guess. In that case,
Then you have $1 billion between
because
them.
for once I want to be in charge. Like, actually in charge.
You were in charge.
I never felt like I was.
Really?
Never did. I always
you never tried to. You know what I mean?
I never felt like I was in charge. I always felt like we were always one step away from, this is too hard, I don't want to deal with it, but we're not doing this.
I never did that with wrestling.
Until we did. At the end.
No, that's different, dude. That's completely different. Because what we were talking about doing was going to cost a lot of fucking money.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, dude, it's like, you can say whatever you want to say, but at the time
Well, I've said multiple times with the group that we had and everything like that, it wasn't going to happen.
That's not even what I was going to say. That's I don't need to say that. That's apparent. But with our finances currently, if we opened up a professional promotion, we might get a couple of indie people, but for the most part, dude, our fucking names are just so fucking tainted. These people, it was a different name. Like, we weren't KUWA, it was KINCE. And they found it, oh, those guys are going to be there? Dolph and James? Oh, yeah, we're going to make fun of them. Like, that was the whole point.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Even if they did do that, if we would have put on a good show, it wouldn't have mattered.
But we didn't put on a good show.
You're right. We put on a horrible show.
It was fucking atrocious.
Yes,
it was. What kills me, man, is like, because we had all the fucking variables. Like, we had multiple cameras. We had walking camera people. We had
wireless mics.
We had wireless mics.
We had a bear.
We had a fucking bear. Fucking me and you, at the very least, had real fucking professional gear. We were in a fucking arena. Like, we had a ring. We had an audience. We had everything you need to have a really good show, except for fucking responsible or reliable people.
I was going to say, and talented people.
Yeah.
Not that we didn't have any, but
consistent people. I mean, I would settle for consistent, because some of these people that put on a really terrible performance have put on decent performances in the past.
And sometimes even beyond decent.
Yes. And I don't understand how somebody can be like, passable, and then all of a sudden, the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, like the running shits.
Yes. It makes no sense to me. Like there's a couple, that I expected to be that way.
We kind of went off on a tangent again.
Tangents are fun.
I know.
We're all right. But yeah, no, the whole point of this, man, is like, if we were to do it right now, I think we would fail, because we don't have the fundage to make the indie people go, you know what? I don't care that it's these guys. They're going to pay me this.
Well, I agree.
If I had $500 million, first thing I'm doing, all of the fucking major local indie groups wrestle out of the arena.
Well, can I? Okay. I was going to say, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Let's hold off on discussing the details of how we would do that.
Why?
Because then we can compare that later.
Okay, cool.
But let's just say wrestling company.
Yeah, wrestling company. Okay. That's where most of my and I would set my wife up with she really wants to get her candle business going.
Uh-huh.
Now she wants to get Hot Bananas going too.
I got something here in a minute. Okay.
So I don't know. It would be up to her. I'd let her start whatever business she wanted to do, and I'd give her however much money she needed to do it.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, that's the only differences between the $5 million and the $500 million.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I would help people out. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not stingy. I would really help people out.
I believe it.
I would.
I know. I'd take care of you, and I think you'd take care of me.
I would. I'd even take care of DW. Shit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I would.
This is the way I always said that. I went for the people that I'm really, really close with, stuff like that. They're getting taken care of.
Yeah.
For the people on that level.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be shitty to anybody, but people on that I'm not super, super close with, but I've been around long enough, they'll at least get a trailer.
This is what I would do for DW.
They'll at least get a trailer. Maybe a modular home.
For DW, I would find like a little 2-bedroom house, and I would, for rent, and I would pay the rent for a year. Pay all the utilities up for a year. And I'd be like, this is your house. After a year, it is up to you to keep it maintained. It's like, so do whatever you need to do within this year to get your shit together. And if he's able to do it, great. I gave him a hell of a boost. And that's what I would do for JJ. And
like I said, I would get them all the trailers.
All trailers. That's fine.
Yeah, if anything, I'd buy a trailer park and just put all of them in that one trailer park.
Where they blog.
Segregation.
That is segregation.
You say segregation.
That is segregation.
Not
well, look, okay, I know, when you say it like that, it sounds a lot shittier than I mean it.
You're like, yeah.
That sounds a lot shittier.
I'm gonna buy this little plot of land and just put all these people here. It was the look on your face and everything, dude. You were just like, fuck these people.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It's like the trailer park's gonna be in Iceland.
I didn't say that.
No, but you
It'd be in Greenland.
That's better.
That's right. That's all icy there.
Yeah. And Iceland is all green.
Yeah, that's right.
So funny.
No. Okay, but that's yours.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay. Me.
Me.
All that stuff I mentioned for the 5.
Of course.
And I'd open a bigger, better wrestling company.
Son of a bitch.
And
I'm taking you down, James.
that's funny. Beyond that, as far as business wise,
Can I say one more thing, real quick?
it's my turn. Damn it, it's my turn.
One more thing. I just gotta add.
Okay.
Rigamarole would be super set up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to throw that out there.
No, fuck this podcast.
Son of a bitch.
No.
He hates
It'd be the
us.
Rigamarole with James and Dolph.
I don't mind if it's James and Dolph. It just doesn't sound as good.
It
You
doesn't.
son of a bitch.
I
Look,
actually kinda-
your daughter.
I'm Carrie.
You're adopted.
I
No.
am not.
No. Anyway,
If I'm adopted, he's adopted.
you're adopted.
I've told him that before.
That's funny.
He didn't believe me. I also told him that he came out black and we had to do a lot of reconstructive shit. Damn. What did he say?
He said you said he was an alien.
Yeah, like I got really in depth with that shit.
Yeah, they tried to take you back to Mexico.
Not that kind of alien.
Oh,
Yeah.
they tried to take you back to Canada.
I was like, you used to have 9 elbows, dude.
You know how hard it is to find a shirt for that?
Yeah. Huh?
You had 9 elbows in your arm.
And only 2 arms?
Yes. Yes.
My brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right, go ahead.
what was it? I can't remember what. Oh, the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right before that, you said I had a bigger, better wrestling company.
Yeah, and then you jumped in and stole my thunder and said podcast.
Podcast.
That's right.
Podcast would be so much better.
Oh yeah, definitely would still do. I still want to do the podcast.
Well, yeah.
But anyway,
Podcast.
anyway, well, real quick, with that much money, instead of just,
Podcast.
well, I'll get back to that in a minute. I'm talking now.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop doing this thing.
I'm not doing a thing.
You're doing the thing.
I did the thing.
I know you did the thing. Anyway,
Get a little closer to that shit.
I'm looking at the level. If I get much closer, it gets even like that, and I don't want to do that. I'll get back here.
All right.
So anyway, as far as the business stuff goes,
Yeah.
I would still do the wrestling thing, but I would have 2 more businesses that I would wish to open. With 500, I can do that.
Yeah.
I have 2 more businesses. One of those businesses would be I want my own line of guitars.
Oh, fuck, dude, that'd be cool.
I want my own line. It'd be like the Hunter guitars.
That'd be so cool. Made in the Martin factory.
Made somewhere, but no, I mean, we have I want my own factory, my own Luthers, my own every. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
that's fucking cool. Dude.
I want my own guitar line.
Yeah, I want that too.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. I was like,
I want
'cause
that.
You could do that.
And the other thing that I would want, the other business, is, and I've talked to you about this before. You said a card shop. I want a shop like that. I want a card shop that's also a place where people can go, you know, play their pen and paper games.
Of course, yeah.
But this is the thing. I want that actual location, number 1, to look like a castle.
Oh, fuck, dude.
And then I want, like, the individual rooms for role play, instead of it being one big room where a bunch of tables are set. I would still want that for, like, card tournaments and shit. But I want individual private rooms for those games.
Role-playing.
Big, long tables.
Yeah.
People can sit there, you know, and it look medieval looking, you know, chandeliers and shit,
That's
and
cool,
horns.
dude.
I want it to look like that.
That's cool.
I want, outside of that place, I want it to have a big LARPing section.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
A big
Gotta have that.
section of woods with, like, some makeup, mock-up, castle, village looking stuff for people to LARP and then inside of the actual building, with that you can sign up for the tournaments and leagues and all that stuff. And if not, if you don't have your own shit, I want somebody there that can make all the outfits and,
cool.
and weapons and all that type of shit for people.
And then you can rent
That's-
it out for aerosol.
That's what. No, fuck those people. Those are different people. But anyway, no,
That's a great idea.
I want that.
That would be so profitable. That would be really profitable.
I think so.
Because it's got a little something for everybody.
And the other thing is that even if for some reason it's not profitable at the time, I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of
yeah,
it.
dude.
So anyway, that's my card shop. That's what I want to do there.
All right.
Those are the business ventures.
Okay.
As far as personal, instead of just finding a house, I would design my house.
Well, yeah.
With that much money, I want my house designed. I want like an outside. I would like an outside pool. I want an indoor pool. That way I can swim in the winter and be okay.
I want a legitimate pizza oven.
Yeah, me too.
Like a stone oven.
I want a full kitchen the way I want it.
Yeah.
With all my shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But I mean, besides that, I'm just saying I want indoor and an outdoor pool because I want to be able to swim in the winter and be okay, and I want to be able to be outside. I want all types of shit, man. I want that. I want my. I would like a big chunk of woods all the way around it.
Yeah.
I want rather golf carts or
ATVs.
something like that I can, if I want to go down to the mailbox or if I want to go back to the woods, go to the campground,
Yeah.
I can just hop on it from the house and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That and last but not least, again for the high tier people.
Your transitional surgery.
For the even higher tier people.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, I would. I want a humongous chunk of land,
Okay.
like big. I'm talking about 400 or 500 acre type big chunk
That's
of
a lot
land.
of land. Okay.
And then I want to split that up into a bunch of individual plots, and then my really close people are each going to get a house on that plot. But it's going to be one big ass section. Like we're all going to be close together, but far enough that I can still walk outside naked and not bother anybody.
That's cool. That's cool.
And I would prefer to have one meeting place right in the middle that everybody can get to, like within, let's say, 3 to 5 minutes. If
Like
they
a big hangout center.
and you have a humongous playground for like all the kids, and a humongous fire pit, stuff where everybody can come and gather if we want to.
That's cool. I like that idea.
Big communal everything, and but you don't have to go, and everybody will be spread out enough that you can still do everything without worrying about people being right next door, because it won't be like they're right next door.
It's true.
That's
cool.
that's what I want.
I like that.
Okay, I'm about done with that. But if you want to talk about your failing wrestling company, we
I'll
can
talk
do
about
that.
my successful, bigger, better, badder, awesomer wrestling company. So
I'm just giving you hell
I know.
just because I don't know. I said I wanted to do it too.
Yeah.
And like I said, it is true. I wasn't trying to joke. For some reason, I never felt, even this last time, I never felt like I was in charge.
Well, so
we were partners.
Well, if you hear me out on this, so the odds of either one of us winning the lottery is crazy to none.
Yes.
The odds of us both hitting it, especially around the same time,
Yeah.
it's
I
just
know.
not gonna happen.
Yeah,
So,
it's not gonna happen.
So if I did this, it would be under the assumption that you did not win the lottery,
Okay.
which means that I got the best one. No. So here's what I do, right? So the first thing I'm doing is I'm buying the arena. I'm straight up buying it. Because, I'm sorry, he could say, I don't want to sell it, but everybody's got a price. You offer that man $5 million, he's taking it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. So, I'm buying the arena, and I'm tearing it down. I'm destroying it. I'm going to get a better plot somewhere else, a bigger plot, and set up a big arena, like an actual arena. I am then going to be the only person in the area with a working arena. And I'm going to say, here's the deal with this arena. Because people are going to be like, hey, how much are you going to rent it out? I was like, it's not for rent. You cannot rent this out. I was like, what you can do is you can sign this contract here, And what I would do is actually I would, I'd be paying people per week, like even if they're not wrestling, like on a card. If you are on the active roster and you have signed a contract, then regardless, you will get this money every week.
But if you are wrestling, you get more?
No. You're going to get the same no matter what because you're signed. So, and it's not going to be like a little measly, $30 a day amount like what people normally get. You will be expected. We will do shows on Saturdays, and we will do our big shows on Sundays. So you're really only working once a week, And
okay, go ahead.
Anyways, and it would be like you're making like the small people that aren't like title holders or something like that. They're making like $1,000. $1,000 a week, non-tax. You're responsible for your own taxes. That ain't bad money.
Okay.
Now, for people that I need, like creative writers, like Mr. James, I would offer James, because I've got my paper somewhere. I've got this whole thing written out. I think you were being offered. I think it was like $2,500 a week.
Oh,
like cash.
Yeah.
And and I would hire just all these people, but I would hold this big tryout for all the local people in the Indies, and I would have somebody with me scouting, and I would only sign the best. Everybody else, fuck them.
Best of the best of the best,
sir. But no,
with honors.
And that's what we do. And like we would not travel. Maybe for the big shows, the big ones, the big ones. But for the most part, we would not travel. Everything would be set up. It would be fucking nice ass equipment, cameras, all that good stuff, lights. Everything would be amazing quality and professional. And yeah, it would be a YouTube. I would run it on YouTube, and then like for the big events, it would be like pay for on Patreon to watch it live. But yeah, no, it would be good. It would be good. Totally would.
Okay.
I'll do the camera switching.
No, we would have professional people. No offense.
I'll get professional.
Well, we can pay for you to go to college.
I was
and
gonna
then
say
you can do
technically,
it.
if she's doing it and getting paid, it's professional.
That's true.
But either way, I've got, like I said, I've got a piece of paper it's lined out a whole lot more detailed and shit. That's what I would do. I would eliminate all the competition immediately.
Okay, Vinny.
I would, because the great thing is like eventually the people that didn't make the cut to get on my show, they're gonna save up. They're gonna buy their own ring. They're gonna start. But all the good people in the area have already signed a contract. They can't go. So who are you gonna book?
See, but that sounds like you're doing it almost spitefully instead of just business.
It's business, but how do you get ahead in business?
No, I'm just saying it. The way you say that and the look in your eyes when you're saying that.
It's not personal. I promise. There's nothing personal
like
about it.
when you talk about the people coming to make fun of us, the way you say that sounds like there's a little bit of spite.
No, that was why we will not succeed as is.
I agree.
But there's no spite when it comes to this. This is strictly, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. And the best way to make that happen is to ensure that nobody else can do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like having a monopoly, but not quite.
That's why I said Vinny.
Well,
that was the Vinny Mac method.
He's a smart fucking man.
Yes, he was, or is, or well, I don't know. I don't know nowadays.
Yeah. Dwayne.
I mean, don't know how to get rid of emails.
Dwayne the Cock Johnson.
Oh God.
Didn't you say like he had toys that he had named after wrestlers?
That's what the report said. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Your mind is elsewhere here, and it's been bugging me for the last 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. There's distractions.
There's really not. Just don't look at it. Damn it.
Okay.
Damn it. Lost him.
Okay.
All right.
Me?
Yes.
Actually, a lot of that's pretty similar.
Okay.
The first thing I was going to do was buy and then rather destroy the arena.
Yep.
Or use that as a
training facility.
Yeah, as a short-term training facility while the big facility was being built.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
So we had the same thought on that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I definitely would do something similar to that with like finding a bunch of tryout matches, best of the best in the area, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my main focus would be brand new talent.
Yeah.
From the very beginning.
Oh, yeah.
It would be finding the best trainers in the area that are willing to work, including, maybe somebody from, Al Snow's College or something like that. Somebody, you know what I mean?
Nick Dinsmore.
Get somebody like that and pay them a pretty fat contract where they would be with us for a couple years. And from that, we're going to, put out advertisements, do all this stuff for people that are interested in getting started.
Yeah.
Because I think we would have a better luck. You got to think about it, man. The people that are in the area, even if it's the best of the best, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody who might listen to this, but for the most part, they aren't.
No, because they would have by now.
It happens, but not very often anymore.
Yeah.
Especially in the WWE and the way that they do all their stuff now.
Yeah, they like
their
brand
performance
new.
center. They prefer their brand new people.
They
and
like
I
untouched
agree.
talent. Yeah,
and I agree.
I do too.
I think that's part of why I would focus a lot on that. Along with that, I would like the initial training things. I would do like the first month or so worth of training. I wouldn't charge anybody.
No, that's a good, yeah.
I'd bring everybody in just so we could see, and then you'd weed out the people that you knew weren't going to make it. And then the people that you had faith in and all that type of stuff, at that point, you go ahead and offer them a contract. And if they're willing to sign it, they don't have to pay for their training. They are with you. At that point, you were going to buy their gear.
Yeah.
Or we would.
Yeah.
I would, spend all the money to get them ready and buy their gear and do all that crap. And at that point, again, they're going to start getting paid.
Yep.
As soon as we decide, yes, this one has potential, that's what we're going to do, they're going to start getting paid. Not a lot, but a little bit until they're done training. In the meantime, I probably would run smaller shows just for the experience.
Yes.
And with that, those would be the indie people that we would know and stuff like that. And we would do what we've been doing, just on a bigger scale, more money, more professional people to make sure everything is done correct.
Yeah.
And that would be all for the experience. That way, once our class is ready to go, we are ready.
Yeah.
There is no running around trying to figure out what to do. We've got the experience, everything by that point. And then pretty much everything from there, I just think I would focus more on training.
Developmental.
More on that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because again, you got to remember, a lot of these people in the area, I mean, they're getting old just like us.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's getting to be nearly as many new people as there were for a while.
There's a few here and there, but yeah, not really. But I mean, it's just...
So I would start there and work on developmental, because, again, if I got somebody that can wrestle for me for 15 years as opposed to somebody who's only got 3 years left.
Yeah. No, and I would definitely, like I said, my thing is to make sure I'm paying people enough to where they don't have to have another job. So that way they can focus, they can dedicate time.
Well, for me, yeah, I agree completely, but that would be, again, once all the training and everything's good. Mm-hmm. I agree. I don't want to... this is the thing, man. Regardless of if you're paying people good, like you said earlier before, we've kind of got a little bit of a reputation.
We do.
Now.
We do.
And along with that, even if we're paying them good, I can't trust them. I can't trust people enough to go, we're going to do good for them just because they're paying us good money. I can see a lot of people trying to take advantage of us just to get the money and screw us over in the long run.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
I want that to happen.
I want to start, like I said, I'd run a couple small shows for those indie people just to get, again, more feeling and let people know that we're serious about stuff.
Yeah.
But then do that for a year or two.
Cut them loose.
We'll do that for a year or two, and then we come out with our roster.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
like
I
that.
would.
I
That's
like
how
that.
I'd do it.
I like that a lot. That's a good idea. All right, so the next question is, when are we hitting the lottery?
Now,
All right.
right
I
now.
got
Pay
$4.
us. I got a pile of change, man. I can throw on some tickets.
I could go buy tickets.
Yeah, go buy some tickets.
I'll go in.
The only problem is that we wouldn't get no 500 right now after taxes.
We at Rigamarole do not condone gambling. Let's go
I
buy
do.
some lottery tickets.
We condone responsible gambling.
Yeah. Don't bet your paycheck.
Only bet what
Unless
you're
it's a sure
willing
thing.
to lose.
Yes, only bet what you're willing to lose.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, a lot of people don't get that memo.
Yeah. And always leave with something. Even if it's what you started with.
Preferably something that the doctor can get rid of.
Yeah. It's true.
You don't want one of those ones that just stays with you.
No, those passengers.
Like a demon.
Like a demon. I'm a demon. Not responsible for my demon. Sorry.
Anyway. But yeah, that's how I do it.
Yes.
See, I think together we both have good ideas. A lot of it does
mesh.
Yeah, it is. It's the same type of stuff.
Let me ask you a question. Did you really always feel that way?
Yes.
Why didn't you say something?
I don't know.
Why?
Because it a lot of times it always felt like even if I did say something, it didn't matter, because once you made up your mind with something, you were stubborn to the point where it didn't matter.
I mean, but that's why I needed you. To keep that lid down. I'm serious. Like, the whole fire engage thing, I mean,
You didn't give me a chance for that one.
I didn't.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I was preoccupied.
You were. You very much were. I wanted to do it there at the show.
Uh-huh.
And I don't remember who. Somebody calmed me down from that. And then I was like, all right, what's happening tomorrow? I'm doing it tomorrow.
Well, like I said, not only was I preoccupied for that particular section,
Yeah.
but then immediately after that, I got fucking concussed out my ass.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't hardly walk the next day, and I couldn't remember a lot of that match.
Yeah.
I remember having to come over to your house the next day and watch it and be like,
Yeah, because it was crazy.
you're like, do you remember me giving you a Sweet Chin music? I'm like, no.
But you did. It was funny because I was like, James, can I sweet chin you? And you're like, yep. But the funniest one was like, James, can I F you? You said, absolutely. Just like that. And I was like, cool.
And you knew I hated that.
Yes. It was so weird. You were on autopilot the entire time, but your autopilot was great. Functional autopilot. Very functional.
I was selling. I was still calling spots. I do briefly remember the whole hit me with the bat. No, hit me harder. You didn't hit me hard enough.
And there was a moment, dude, where I really
It's like bulldog me on the damn thing.
There was a moment where you like transitioned into your character. Like you weren't James anymore. There was one spot
In the corner.
in the fucking
You told
corner.
me. You told me about it. I don't remember it.
Yeah, you were in the corner. We were getting ready to start back up. I walked over to shake your hand, and you smacked my hand away, and you said it real quiet, like the camera was not gonna hear you. People were not gonna hear you. You said, "Fuck you, Pompous. Fuck out of here," or something like that. And I was just like, and the way you were looking at me, dude, I was just like, "Oh, he fucking hates me right now. What the fuck is going on?" But then you started calling shots again. I'm like, okay, well, cool, all right.
Oh yeah,
It was crazy.
Apparently I said Pompous. I didn't say Dolph. So.
No, that's what I said. I thought you like went into, I'm Dolph Cave. This is Johnny Pompous. Fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah, I was still calling shit though. So I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
completely like that.
But I was like, damn, because it did not seem like an in character thing. It was just like a
Well, I was halfway out of it,
yeah.
but I wasn't shitty about anything
You shitty right there.
except for kendo sticks.
Fucking kendo sticks. Yeah, but I've talked to other people about kendo sticks. There's not a way to do that without getting hurt.
Yeah, but
Kendo sticks.
you said I kept hitting you in the ass with it.
The ass, you cracked me in the back of the head with it.
I broke the one on your head.
Yeah.
And it's like, give me another one.
And you were just like, smack, 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 smack. I'm like, stop it. I was so happy when they were both broken. I was like, yay.
I remember getting disappointed that we didn't use the sport bat And you're like, we did.
3 times.
Yeah, I was like, we did. And I was like, did we? And you're like, there's sporks in the damn ring. And I looked over and was like, huh. Where how those got there?
It's like, yeah, I hit you twice with it, and you hit me once with it. You did hit me with it. Outside the ring, I believe.
I think I did.
Yeah,
You kept
did.
on saying you didn't want to get hit by it.
But then I got hit by it. I was like, well, I have to. I hit him twice. But it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
It really wasn't that bad at all.
Neither was the barbed wire.
No, the barbed wire. Oh, dude, now I fucking learned
I
something
remember
about
you didn't want to do. You didn't want to bulldog me on it. I remember that.
Dude, I learned something yesterday about barbed wire in the WWE I did not know.
Oh, you're watching the Maven video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it too.
We never did that.
No, we didn't. We didn't know about it.
We didn't fucking do that.
Yeah.
No. What we're talking about is in WWE, what they do with barbed wire is the barbs, they cut them roughly in half, and then they fold them.
Yeah, that way you might still get cut, but you're not getting like full on stabbed.
We didn't do that when we did wrestling. We just bought barbed wire and then wrapped shit up with it, and that's it. And then smacked each other with it.
Yeah. We did. We did.
No, you're looking now.
Yeah. I looked over at the distraction for a minute.
Yeah, I got you. It is distracting.
But you're right. I didn't know it either.
Yeah, it's
I watched
fucking
the
crazy.
video. It's like out of all that stuff, I never knew that they did that.
No. Like, I knew about, most of the other shit, but I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think Mick did it.
I don't think Mick cared.
Well, I've seen enough times that he'd like run into it with his arm, and all of a sudden his arm's just pouring blood, and he can't get his arm out of the barbed wire. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that those are just barbs.
Yeah, they're barbs. Oh, man.
But yeah, okay. Well, as it turns out, yeah, I mean, our wrestling plans is about the same. Just we had one core difference.
Well, I mean,
but even after I said that, you seemed to go, yeah,
that's a good idea. And like, it's the thing. That's the thing, dude. It's like we've always been on the same page when it comes to wrestling and how wrestling needs to go.
Uh-huh.
We have. I just wish I would have known that you felt that way. It really bothers me that you didn't say nothing.
Pay a $20,000 consultation fee to go sit down with Cornette for a couple hours and talk to him, get his opinion on some shit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, fucking Jim Cornette, Jim Ross, and fucking Paul Heyman. You put give me an hour in the same room with those 3 men.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
And you'll come out limping.
And talking like this. Sorry.
My jaw don't work no more.
The audacity. Oh, shit. No.
But you're right.
Those 3 men are fucking brilliant.
Yeah, even though Jim, I mean, he's not. Ross isn't a booker.
No.
But he knows.
He's got great knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. He knows his shit.
And regardless of what you would say, I'd want to sit down for a couple hours with Punk. That man is like a most historian. Like you can talk to him and he will bring up like matches from the 70s and he knows how shit went. He studied all that.
I'm sure he did. Bruce Pritchard's good too.
I don't like Bruce Pritchard.
I mean, I don't like him.
He annoys the piss out of me.
But he's smart.
It's like, and I would pay money to just slap Dave Meltzer.
Oh, yeah. So
and Vince Russo.
Who's Vince Russo?
Oh, come on, man. You know Russo, bro. Bro, you know Russo.
I don't.
Come on, bro. You know Russo.
You're giving me a hint right now and it's not popping.
Oh, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, this is the thing. Russo was, and this is the thing. Russo was one of the major minds behind the beginning of the Attitude Era.
Okay.
And he did good. He did some good stuff. But the man is mostly a TV guy instead of a wrestling guy.
Yeah.
So he's one of those people that says the TV and everything else is what's important. The wrestling's not important.
That explains the Attitude Era.
Cornette has multiple times said if he seen him, he would just kill that man.
That's
he
funny.
hates him that much. He said he just hopes that he can live long enough that he lives past Russo so he can go piss on his grave.
Damn.
He has every intention of it, and I believe him.
I believe it too.
You don't. When Corny gets pissed, yeah, I believe the man. But anyway, Russo did all that, but then he left WWF at the time, and the last year of
Woof.
WCW, he was in charge of that. They hired him. And that last year of WCW was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, horrible. And that was because of him.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And it was just god awful. Like, a lot of it was so bad that there's a lot of people that still believe that it was like an inside job. It was like he was a double agent for it. Like, he left there with the intention of going over there and fucking it up.
That's funny.
A lot of people believe that.
I mean,
I don't
know.
I would not be surprised.
I'm going to say this just while we're kind of sort of on the subject. You broached it a little bit. I'm going to say something that's going to be extremely unpopular as an opinion.
Okay.
But everybody talks about the Attitude Era and how it was the best. And
I'm probably right with you on that.
I think when people say that, they're mixing up what they think quality is with just nostalgia. Because there's a lot of nostalgic things, I can go back and be
yes,
like,
but as far as the quality of a lot of the
quality was crap for the most part.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was really interesting TV. There was a lot of fun segments, but if you actually look at a lot of like the actual matches, like on Raw and stuff like that from back then, most of them were like 3-minute matches that ended in disqualifications, and there was just nothing going on. Occasionally, you'd have a good one.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
it was hit or miss.
You'd have like one really good match per episode, and the rest was bullshit.
If you were lucky.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd just all be crap. But you'd walk away with it going, oh, that was cool, that was fun. It was, because it was exciting.
No, but as soon as the network started, and I went back and started watching a lot of that, and I went, aw.
Yeah.
Like everything, like when they were talking and backstage and everything, I was like, yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, man, I can't. And then they get to the ring work, and it's like, oh,
yeah, that's
Russo.
Okay, yeah,
that is. Sense, then. Remember, wrestling doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah. Well,
he says bro in the end of almost everything he says. It's annoying as shit.
What I was going to say was the Ruthless Aggression era, in my opinion, is the best time frame in WWE.
It's good.
It's great.
It is really good.
It's wonderful.
I like maybe the end section of what's technically considered the Attitude Era, but right before Ruthless Aggression, like that time frame. I like that a lot.
That's not bad.
Because that was like, I'm talking about like 2000.
Yeah, 2000. No, for me, it's from 2000 to like.
I mean, because I think Ruthless Aggression, doesn't that start? It started rather like 05, I think.
No, not in my opinion.
I'm not talking about your opinion. I'm talking about when it actually started.
Well, no, it was before that. It was like 2003.
Was it 3?
2 or 3? 2002 or 2003. Carrie, will you Google when the Ruthless Aggression era started? I would say 2002.
Because do you know what the first thing, technically, the official start of it was, right?
Was it Cena's debut?
No,
it was before that.
It was the week, but not the week before that. That was a SmackDown.
2002 to 2008.
2002?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, what I was saying was that the SmackDown was where Cena's debut was.
Yeah.
It technically started on the Raw right before that.
When he had the big circle of people.
Vince.
Yeah, I remember
Vince
that.
came out and had the big talk and go, we don't have our big people anymore. We need somebody to step up. I need somebody with ruthless aggression. I need blah, 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 blah. And who's going to step up? And
yeah, I remember that.
Nobody hardly did. And then it got to
Cena.
SmackDown and Cena. Yeah, Cena came out. And was
like, what makes you think you can use ruthless aggression? Blarp! Yeah, I liked that version of Cena.
Yeah, old like prototype.
Yeah.
No, we got heel Cena now.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm waiting because we haven't seen anything since then.
No. Well, I mean, unless you count the press conference.
True.
Just the
mic drop. I like it.
It was good.
I like it.
It said everything it needed to say.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Although
I
have a theory.
And then.
So my theory on what's going to happen. No, my theory here is that we're getting this epic John Cena heel turn, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's a facade.
I have seen lots of stuff where people are saying they think it's just in the long run of turning him into a super baby.
Oh yeah. I think he's. I don't think it's going to be. He's actually turning heel and he's going to have a moment of redemption. I think it's going to be one of those. This was my plan all along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Well, I don't think that they are going to let him finish his last year
As a heel.
as a super big heel. 'Cause
No.
that takes away from.
Everything he's done.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's not.
but the question is it going to be like that, like it was a master plan, or is it going to be like
Redemption.
The Rock ends up betraying him back, and then
Yeah.
he turns more baby again?
That could be. I think it's going to be
It's
good.
like John Cena, and there are a lot of people are saying like break a wish now.
That's funny. I like that. The Rock as a heel is fantastic. I know.
I don't agree.
You don't? I love the whole fucking Mama Road shit. I loved all of that.
My problem with it is that it's not evil enough. That's the thing. Like when he
was
actually
pretty bad. He was mean as shit and rude.
true, but this is the thing. He gets like that, and then he almost immediately, depending on where he is, tries to go back into full-on babyface mode. Like just as an example, you know, he was still technically a bad guy. You know, he would come out and do stuff and be like, you know, and walk, and you know, like I think Bad Blood, he came out and just gave a weird look and didn't say anything, walked back, but he was still a bad guy.
Yeah.
And you know, they were building him up like he was going to be a bad guy. And then all of a sudden, we get to the first Raw on Netflix, and he comes out, and he's just like the happiest babyface. And it's like, me and Cody been drinking tequila, and blah, 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 and everything's good. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's just like, but I want your soul, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And he just, then he turns, he's kind of big showing it.
Well,
He bounces back and forth.
Yeah.
When he's doing, like, before WrestleMania last year,
Yeah.
when he like was beating up Cody outside and
Mama Roads.
yeah, and all that stuff,
Loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
It was good.
It was great, but then, like I said, he can't hold it. It's like he doesn't keep it up. Yeah, he's
Blue
not.
Chew.
He's not rock hard, but no, but just okay. This is the other thing, and it's not his fault necessarily.
Right.
You can't be like this horrible heel asking for people's souls and doing all that stuff, and then still like, you know, voicing Maui in Moana 2 and doing all these big, you know, and it's like, I want to thank everybody and blah 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 blah, Disney family movie, blah 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 blah, 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 Mama Rose. You can't do that.
That's funny.
But it's true. You can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, thinking about it, put it that way, yeah, that's true. That does complicate things. That's why you know what? They need to bite the bullet. They need to spend the money, and they just need to bring MJF over. They do.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree.
Yeah. He's
He's a heel.
excellent heel.
Yeah, best heel
I
ever.
know you don't care, so you don't watch. He is back to being full on heel.
Oh, thank God.
Well, he got, you know, I mean, because people were still like cheering him for being a heel,
The whole Hail Satan shit.
and he's still like, don't get me wrong, he's still doing that.
Yeah.
But he has got back to yelling at all the fans and calling them all types of stuff and making them boo him again, and he brought it back.
That's good. I mean, AEW's dying. It is.
Yeah.
They need to do something. And it's not just MJF. I will go. There's a couple of really good guys over there.
I like how they have how WWE has a working relationship with TNA now.
Yeah.
I like the people
That's good.
people back and forth. I thought it was cool the other day. I was watching a clip from NXT and they had the Hardys in there because they're the TNA tag team champions. And so they were
Both of them.
Huh?
Both of them.
Well, yeah. Jeff's been doing real good since he got out of rehab.
This time.
Yeah, this time. Sometimes it takes a couple times for stuff to
A
stick.
couple of times. Like fucking. How many times he's been in?
Like 3.
It'd been more than 3.
I think like 3.
It's been more than
No,
3.
I think he should have went more than 3 times. I think he's went 3 times.
No, I think it's been more than 3. It's got to be.
I don't know.
And don't get me wrong. Loved Jeff when I was a kid. I'll go back and watch Young Jeff. It's great. He doesn't need to fucking be like. They keep fucking giving him a job, dude. It's like their word means nothing. It just tells everybody, "Oh yeah, you can do drugs. You can come right back." I'm sorry.
Well, like I said, I still think I think that, you know, redemption is okay
Yeah.
as long as you actually do it. And sometimes with people when they have problems, sometimes they have relapses.
Nah.
He seems to be doing good now.
Okay. Well.
He even looks better. I mean, just seeing in his face, he's got a different glow about him.
Well, good for
He
him.
looks better.
If that's true, then I'm happy for him.
That, but I mean, having him and anytime I can see Joe Hendry, I'm happy.
Yeah, Joe Hendry's good.
I didn't know if you believed in Joe Hendry.
No, I like Joe Hendry.
You believe in Joe Hendry?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
And I fucking love Orange Cassidy. He's great.
Do you really?
I do.
I don't like Orange.
I do. I do.
I watched a little bit of a clip of TNA the other day, though, and Joe Hendry was out giving a concert.
Yeah.
Do you remember Elias?
Yes.
I loved Elias.
I did not like Elias.
Well,
he likes Elias.
Well,
he's okay.
Well, Elias is back in TNA.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Except he's not Elias; he's Elisha.
Same thing.
But they're even even the old songs instead of like the what am I thinking of? Seven Nation Army, how we play that, and they would do walk with a light. Yes, they're doing that, but they're doing the Elijah.
That's funny.
But he came down into the ring and he had a guitar, and like him and Joe Hendry was like playing back and forth and singing, and I was like, yeah.
That's funny.
Not like not that kind of yeah. But they were back and forth, and it was just cool.
What kind of yeah? Yeah?
No, not that kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Just a yeah. Not a yeah or yeah. Not that or yeah.
Yeah.
I did that. Your dog looked at me weird. He's still looking. Yeah. He did.
That's funny. He'd bite you right now if you tried to pet him.
Yeah.
He would.
No, not the Koopy.
Pet him.
He likes me.
Just try to pet him real quick.
I can't.
Reach
I
over.
don't reach him. His ears moved when I did that.
No, you get close enough, he'll growl.
No, not the Koopy.
Yes, he will.
He likes me.
It's because of where he's laying.
I bet I could do it.
I don't think you can.
I bet I could.
Do it. Give it a
Right
shot.
now?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Hold on. Hey, Koopy. Hey, Koopy Puppy. Oh, I see wagons. Hey,
There he is.
where'd you go? Koopy.
He's coming on
Okay.
the table.
So you didn't do what
I
you're supposed.
know.
You're
I
supposed to just
understand.
reach and pet him.
Come on.
Well, I couldn't reach him.
Oh, I
I'm
got you.
trying to get him closer.
Hey, buddy. I have to sit back now. Woohoo.
Come here, the puppy. Come here. Come here, the Koopy.
There's one coming behind you.
You are not Koopy.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there's Koopy. That's a Daisy.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Well, I got this one.
All right.
Oh, walk with
And we're back.
Elijah.
But yeah. How long have we been running?
Like
2 hours
2
45.
hours? Really?
Or an hour 45, something like that.
Okay.
about 2 hours.
Yeah. I can't read it from
I
here.
like that Randy's acting like he's going to start punting people again.
He needs to.
I miss punting Randy.
Dude, like he went out on injury and then came back. And
You know what?
I love Randy, but he's almost bitchified.
Yeah, isn't it wild though? I know I've seen this a couple times, so it's not like it's an original thing, but isn't it kind of wild that it's 2025, it is seen as last year, and Randy is full on baby, and Cena's heel.
Yeah. And what about Kevin, dude?
I like Kevin.
I like Kevin
Always
too,
liked
but
Kevin.
damn. I don't like Kevin as a heel. I don't think it works.
You don't?
I know. As a
I don't like. Well, this is the thing. I like Kevin. I don't know if I necessarily like him as a heel, but I don't like him as a babyface.
I love him as a babyface.
I hate him as a babyface.
Well, the reason I like him as a babyface, especially when him and Sammy are together, and like they're coming out to the ring, like and he's like talking to the crowd. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Just like random shit, like just take a picture of me. I wasn't ready. Like, you're gonna just do it again. No, you ruined it. It's done.
I miss
Shit like that. It's great.
I missed when like he was with Jericho.
Yeah.
I missed the list. And especially when they had like the whole like the thing at the end of that, and Jericho's like, "Why's my name on the list?"
Yeah.
And then, brah!
So good.
I liked it.
Yeah. I don't like Jericho.
That's fine.
That's your way of saying it. I like Jericho.
I don't like current Jericho that much.
Yeah. There's been I don't know if I've ever liked it, truthfully. He started out as a huge fucking coward.
Yeah, like WCW days.
Yeah,
You mean back then?
He was very, very afraid to do some shit. Yeah, he got over it. I'll give him that.
Well, he was never afraid to do stuff. He just played the
He was
cowardly
timid.
person.
He was timid.
That was part of the character. I mean, he was never.
He was timid.
No.
Oh yeah. No.
No, if you go back even before WCW, if you watch some of like the early ECW stuff,
do
like
it.
with Jericho back then,
Yeah.
Jericho was great.
It's okay.
It was like, well, he was doing full on cruiserweight stuff back then, but he was great.
Yeah.
And like some of those Jericho Benoit like ladder matches and stuff like that were amazing.
You can't say that word. You just said Benoit.
You don't know how many times I've just like, I know I can't. People hate this. People are gonna hate it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it ahead of time.
I probably agree with you.
You don't know how many times like I've been like sitting there and like my woman or my kid or something like that will say something that pisses me off a little bit, and in the back of my head I just hear.
Okay, so I don't agree with you. That's funny though. This is so funny.
He's like, no.
He's laughing. There's no holding me back.
That's right.
There was no holding that man back.
That's right. He's not driven by fear. He's just driven by anger.
He listened to his theme song way too much.
I listened to it on the way here.
That's funny.
I did. I told you I listened to the other Triple H theme that we were talking about earlier, and then
That's funny.
I had the forcible entry.
No, man, there's been several times where I've been talking to people about wrestling, and I bring up Benoit. And they're like, oh, man, we don't have to talk about him. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we do. You know what we do? You can't undo what he did. You
No.
can't. But you also cannot ignore the amazing content that he's responsible for. You can't. You can't ignore that.
Yeah, all the like average of I said average, but all the hours and hours of coverage on news networks and all that stuff.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's not what you're talking about.
No. I'm talking. He was a very talented wrestler.
Like I said, the every time Benoit and Jericho were in a ladder match, regardless of if it was against each other or when they were a team, those were excellent. Every time. The submission matches against Angle were great.
Yeah. I agree though.
I mean, he's just good.
I mean, hell, dude, to this day, my very favorite match is the Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chris Benoit triple threat.
WrestleMania 20.
Yeah. It's a great fucking match. That was a great show. What?
Trying to figure out if I should mention something or not.
Oh, God. What?
See if you remember this and see if you know where I'm going.
All right.
We watched that.
Yes.
You would actually talk like your dad or
Come
whoever
on.
into buying the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We watched it. Afterwards, because you had recorded it when you did that.
Uh-huh.
Afterwards, I remember so long, a week or two later, something like that, I wanted to watch it.
Uh-huh.
And you were over there watching it. Like, you wouldn't let me just have the tape.
Yeah.
You were over there watching it.
I got you.
And then it got to the end of it, and it started playing the music video thing at the very end of it, and you just stopped it, and I was like, I'm watching the video. And you're like, I don't want it to flip over to the next thing after that video.
I remember, yeah. I remember that.
Because apparently there was stuff I wasn't supposed to see.
There was stuff you weren't supposed to see. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Or what?
That was just, it's funny.
Okay. Why are you staring at me like that?
I was wondering if you were going to say what it was.
No.
I know what it was.
What?
You told me what it was.
What?
It was sexy time stuff.
It was, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 That you for some reason taped on the WrestleMania tape.
I needed a tape. Quickly.
Quickly. That's great. At least you wait. At least you fast forwarded to the end of the damn thing or something.
Nope. It just happened to be at the end.
Oh, and you're like, fuck that music video.
I mean, I didn't know what tape I grabbed at first.
That's funny.
I just grabbed the tape. There was a tape there. But yeah.
Yeah.
So this has been Rigamarole. with
Yeah,
Dolph and
yeah.
James.
It's probably good.
Yeah. I would say that's a good stopping point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't be a Nazi?
and fuck you, Talon.
Yeah, fuck you, Talon.
I think that's just going to be there now.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
both of them. Yeah. Don't be a Nazi.
Fuck you, Talon.
That's right.
Goodbye.